the ready.
Oh god, you just hit my own side. Alright, take out the war boss. Where is he? There he is. Stag Knights are getting injured.
Spell Singer.
Glade Guard.
I think there's just too many of them.
Fire at will!
Also, I don't think these guys were shooting. Doesn't help.
Withdraw!
Sisters of Twilight.
That war boss absolutely melted a lot of my very important units.
With haste!
Now, unfortunately, because this is technically an underground battle, I think we lose our army if we lose this. I was not expecting them to have 2 stacks, but I should remember this is only hard. This isn't even very hard. Damn the AI ignoring supply lines. Alright, the general is about to die.
Ariel shows the way.
Smash them! By Kurnos!
Battle ready. As you said.
Let's have the left side archers take their archers out now. Alright, I think we've killed their general. Let's go and snipe him.
Kill them.
Blade Guard! Kill them!
Alright, I think we're slowly but surely getting this now.
Get to all!
Ariel expects.
Eternal Guard! For Ariel!
Yeah, they're starting to run.
Defenders of Athel Lauren! For Athel Lauren!
Oh boy.
Blade Guard!
Definitely a couple of casualties here. Don't think any of my really big units died though,
To war!
thankfully.
For the eternal realm!
Did you ever come back? You did.
With haste!
You know what? Your Arrow of Kurnos would be really useful against him.
Go!
Sisters of Twilight.
Blade Guard! They will die! Bowman, ready! Dauntless Azray!
Fear the Deepwood.
We're close combat now. Alright.
Withdraw! To battle!
Oh, you're out of ammo.
Guard!
War is tragedy.
Wild Riders! Forest Stalker! Bordra Kira! Archers ready! For Isha!
Nature calls us.
Glade Guard! Hunter! At once! Forward! To battle!
Hand of the forest.
Did we kill him?
Hunting my foes.
These guys are actually freaking rallying. Did he run? I think he may have run.
Ringing harmony. Bloody battle. End them.
Glade Guard! protectors of the forest! Charge! Ever ready! Warriors of Ariel! Foes of Athelloren! The orders understood!
This is still incredibly close.
Silent sentinel! At pace! Glade guard! Yes! Pull back!
With lighting the path.
We understand! Isha! Children of Athelloren! Master!
Fight as one.
Athelloren! Eternal guard! Glade guard! Athelloren! For Lady Ariel! Glory to the eternal realm!
They've still got 800 men on the field. 800!
Awaiting orders! Atray! Advance! Speed! For Athelloren!
Dawn and dust.
She's loving this fight. I think they've done it. I think they've finally shattered.
Waystalker! Eternal guard! Hiding in wait! Isha!
Sisters of Twilight.
Eternal guard! Warriors of Ariel! We go! Glade guard!
Ah,
My
Grant Wraith.
bow hungers.
Spellsinger. Whatever she is.
Bow.
Battle ready! By your command! Asray Riders!
Impose order.
This instant! As you will obey! Asray, attack! Your orders! Orders! Without delay!
Harmony. Warfare. Season of wrath.
For Isha!
I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh man. That was close. And I might well have lost the great stacks. They're only on about 200 hit points. 900 losses, 2,700 kills. That war boss, he melted my big guys. He melted the Waystalker, he also melted the big stags. No, the stags survived. We lost one archer, two archers, including our good archers actually. The Spellfire ones, but I think we can recruit those now. And then one unit of the Spearmen, but that's easy to replace. And everything survived! Are you kidding me? We killed the two generals and that's basically it.
Accept Ariel's will. Forgive us. There is no other way.
So they could just turn around and try again with the other army. Thankfully they're not. Time for round 2, yeah. The forge is lit. Damn right the forge is lit. Perfected eagle bow. Yes, please.
The work of a true artisan.
This weapon's strange.
I want one too.
I want one too. This weapon's strange ethereal carvings betoken a power that grant instinctive awareness of the lay of the land of a battlefield. I do think that you get these upgrades a little bit too quickly.
The sanctity of dawn. The frisson of dusk.
Alright, so Dertok, I need to rename you. Eye of Kerneros would give us more base missile damage for all allies in range. It's an aura, 30 meters, which would actually boost the combat strength of all of our archers if we have them with them.
Harmony prevails.
How tiresome.
So first things first, we are not in that stance. It's a bad stance. And unfortunately, because we killed their generals, they immediately get a replenishment. So if I did do this, I can jump back over to here,
I seek prey.
which will let me start replenishing. Fine, goblins. Round 1 goes to you, but I'll be back.
Harmony of spring.
Thrill of the hunt.
I'll be back.
Remain calm.
Fred wants me to drink some tea. That can most certainly be arranged.
Sister.
Goblins have really good shields for some reason. Yeah, that's why I set up my shoot them in the back formation. A gift from Lord Daith. Lord Daith sends word that by the will of Vol himself, the magical fires of the Temple Forge recently blazed to unusually high temperatures, sustaining conditions that will enable him to craft an entirely new piece of equipment. Daith's process is a mysterious one, driven as much by the whims of his flames and the quirks of the materials as by the craft's own intent. So the final form of the weapon of the item is vague. However, the doting old smith is keen to ensure you get what you need, so offers you a choice of the sort of item he will attempt to craft. What will you request? I think a weapon. The Dreaming Bow. Missile strength +5, construction cost reduction, so good for a defensive lord. Though it appears gnarled and twisted, this longbow's appearance belies the uncanny distance its arrows can fly, though it doesn't actually increase range.
Nestra.
Arahan.
Let's give that to you then, I guess. And we also need to rename you. And your name shall be Vikes.
Let there be battle.
I'll be back, as the great elven general MacArthur once said.
Serene Nestra.
Tempestuous Arahan. When do we fight?
Only when necessary.
So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to disband those.
Order is all.
I'm going to replace you with guys with actual proper shields. And then we could get Hagbane or Starfire tips instead of these Glade Guard. Which I will probably do too. Losing a little bit of experience, but not a huge amount. We'll need to decide which we want. And the other thing I wanted to do was potentially upgrade the Trickster's Gallery, which would actually let me get War Dancers. Let's cancel that training order, actually.
Bring me battle.
Because having just 2 Glade Guard I think is going to be fine. So maybe I will go for the archers now. So, Starfire Shafts versus Hagbane. Hagbane's missile damage, they have a slightly higher missile strength. These are magic damage, that means they ignore armor. No, they don't. They ignore physical resist. Armor Pierce 7. I'm guessing these are higher Armor Pierce. 16. So, Starfire are Armor Piercing. And then the Hagbane also does the poison. Now, what does the poison do? That reduces damage done. But the problem with poison is it does affect allies. Reduces speed. So maybe I'll do 2 units of Hagbane and then the rest Starfire.
Craving prey. Itching for fresh battle.
How much do I
Duty,
need to start the
adventure.
building upgrade? I need 2,900. I think that means I can't recruit anyone this turn. Yep. And I'm okay with that, because it just means I'll be earning more money because I just deleted a bunch of troops. And then in 2 turns we can grab that. So our army is going to be a little bit lackluster, but it's going to take them a bit of time to recover as well, so I'm okay with this. Have a nagging wife? Just use the Hagbane! And you, we can probably try to murderize with our Waystalker.
Ariel's emissaries.
Didn't they change poison to not affect friendlies in one of the updates? Did they?
Awaiting duty.
That I don't know. They did. Interesting. Okay, the Deepwood camp is upgraded, which actually allows me to get Deepwood scouts who are just a lot better than Glade Guard. They are more expensive though. The Deepwood scouts are ambushers, yeah. Missile damage is the same though. And then they have the Swift Shiver Shards, which are the ones which fragment, which do quite a lot more damage, but I'm guessing a lot less armor pierce. Yeah, they're terrible at armor piercing, but against goblins, that's amazing. Oh, but they do have a lot less range, 135. So 14 base missile damage versus these guys with 18, but that's doubled, so that's basically 24, 23 as they're calling it here, versus your... oh no, sorry. $14 times 2, 28. 18. So they do a bit more damage, less armor pierce. Well, we have the Starfire Shafts, which are just really good armor piercing, but again, that's like anti-chaos, that's not what we're fighting right now. Then the Hagbane does have that rather nice poison effect, so maybe I want to get 2 Hagbanes and the rest maybe Deepwoods. Although I don't necessarily need the range right now. Where do the sisters start? Nagarond. Oops. Should have killed you. Mistake. Because now you're going to attack my army and I'm going to have a lot less control over who you go after. The Dreaming Wood. A young Glade Lord, full of hope and naivety, wishes to journey into the Dreaming Wood to recover a lost artifact. Headstrong and confident, perhaps to the point of arrogance, the Dreaming Wood is a twisted domain ruled by the Prince of Pleasure, Slanesh. To enter is to dance with the Chaos God of madness and desire. Most who enter never return, claim body and soul by the forces of ruin. Yet this Glade Lord seems self-assured. Do you allow them to recover this, or forbid the journey? So we get the Witstealer Sword, which significantly increases damage. It also causes chaos corruption wherever it's used. No, I don't think so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab
Sisters
you
of Twilight.
and say murder his
I will end them.
crit success. 36%. Heck yeah. Okay, so we got that. And you leveled up, so you can get the Endless Hunter, which increases your reload time during forest battles, or just straight up reload time reduction. Actually, let's just do missile strength first of all. In fact, you leveled up twice.
They will fail.
Next turn you can rejoin.
Twin defenders of the glade.
Okay, so we've got those two. Let's get the... we've got the War Dancers now. I just realised if we get the Hagbanes with War Dancers, which is what I usually do, they ignore the physical resist. So friendly fire against War Dancers with the Hagbane shots is going to be really bad. I am the Wanderer, and I speak for the lizards. The lizards, they're angry. Anyways, hello. Hello. Chaos Corruption's fine as long as you stay out of your land. Unfortunately, the Wood Elves are super duper 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 defensive. You spend most of your time in your own lands. We can get spears, but we really don't need spears. Those spears are way more defensive. But these are anti-infantry. I don't need anti-large yet. Friendly fire isn't a thing anymore, I think. Oh, friendly fire is definitely a thing. 100%. I've done more damage to my own army with shooting them than the enemy has, really. The question is whether poison still affects friendlies. And that is something I'm going to look up. Total War Warhammer 2. Poison. Friendly fire. This update, friendly fire will still cause damage, but will never inflict debilitating contact effects on your own units. This also applies to vortices, bombardments, and other sources of friendly fire debilitation, all except for poison wind, because Skaven. Yep, okay, it has indeed been removed. So I think I'm going to get 2 Hagbanes. Then probably the rest will be Deep Woods. And then after that we'll get War Dancers to fill. So then the question lies between War Dancers and Eternal Guard. I think part of the problem was the Eternal Guard I was using didn't have shields, and that shield actually adds a lot of melee defense. Because War Dancers actually have more defense than regular Eternal Guard. Leadership of these guys is leadership of these guys is also better. So the question is 20% Fizz Res better than 25 armor and silver shield? Probably not. War Dancers are a lot faster and have a lot more melee attack. What other abilities do they have? Shadow's Coil. Ah, this is the defense thing that you can activate to make them really, really tanky. Right, which will increase their defense to 64. That's why they're better. Yeah, War Dancers are just better. Okay. Because arrow shots will almost always come from behind, which means the shield won't protect you. Because that's how archers work. Festival of the Equinox. Interlopers into the Trickster's woods have been caught and brought before you to face justice. The sentence is clear. Death. Yet, before you can pass judgment, one of the captives issues a brazen challenge. If he can last 1 hour in battle with a war dancer, then he and his friends go free. If not, he accepts your sentence. It is a bold request, but one you have no obligation to accept. So, we can take the wager, which means that my war dancers and blade singers get cheaper, and they also get a recruit rank. We're about to recruit a whole bunch of them. You know what? I accept. Because we are about to start recruiting them. And they do start out as level 4s, which is rather nice.
The forest is whispering.
Of course you do public order.
It will be stopped.
And also while these guys are in town we should also get public order from the garrison. We do.
Patient.
Cool. So yeah, hanging out in base for a little while is not necessarily a bad thing. Have the orcs just lost their city? No. This is actually my territory, because it belongs to... No, it's not. I think these guys are actually just bigger than I expect them to be. I don't think they're just one city. Or... That's all part of Tyrant Peak. Wow, Tyrant Peak is apparently freaking massive. Apparently. New technology. I think I would like 10% more missile strength, if I'm being honest.
Serene Nestra.
Tempestuous Arahan.
How much are these? 760. Yeah, they are kind of expensive. This is the problem that the Wood Elves have. They can, like, each tree can afford, like, an army. Or just under. In fact, under, because... Supply lines. Supply lines is the increasing upkeep for the more armies you have. Dark Elves confederating. We're already on turn 18.
Only when necessary.
Oh, I can get another unit now. So how many of that? That's 4 with the 2 defenders. That's 6. I think I'm going to get 2 more Deepwood Scouts because we're Wood Elves. We do shooting. We're shooters. Although these Blade Dancers are strong right now. And cheaper.